I am William III, King of England, Scotland, and Ireland, though history will remember me best as the Dutch Prince of Orange who seized the English throne in 1689. My reign began not by inheritance, but by revolution, the so-called Glorious Revolution, an event that would forever reshape the balance of power in England. Born in The Hague in 1650, my life was shaped by a destiny tied to war and political conflict. My mother, Mary Stuart, was a daughter of Charles I of England, and though my father died shortly after my birth, I inherited his role as the sovereign Prince of Orange. From a young age, I understood my purpose, to defend my homeland, the Dutch Republic, from the ever-growing ambitions of Louis XIV of France. The tides of history soon carried me across the North Sea. England, my ancestral homeland, was in turmoil. King James II, my uncle and father-in-law, ruled in a manner that gravely unsettled the nation. His Catholic faith alienated the Protestant majority, and his policies seemed a threat to their liberties and the established church. It was then that English nobles secretly invited me to intervene and save their country from what they feared would become a Catholic tyranny. I landed with my army on the shores of England in November 1688. Some call it an invasion, I call it liberation. James fled to France without much resistance, and in early 1689, Parliament offered me and my wife, Mary, James's own Protestant daughter, the crown as joint sovereigns. Thus began my reign. From the very start, I sought balance and compromise. England was not my native land, but I swore to uphold its laws and liberties. The Bill of Rights of 1689, enacted shortly after my coronation, cemented principles that would define constitutional monarchy. The king could not suspend laws without Parliament's consent, nor impose taxes unilaterally. I accepted that my power would be shared with Parliament, though at times our relationship was strained. I was not a king of luxury or ease. My life remained bound to war. The greatest threat to Protestant Europe was the Sun King, Louis XIV. England became my ally in the wider struggle, a long and arduous war to preserve the independence of the Netherlands and maintain a balance of power in Europe. This conflict consumed much of my energy and resources, yet I never faltered. The Grand Alliance, which I carefully orchestrated, stood as a bulwark against French dominance. I was also a king of Scotland and Ireland, though in Ireland my reign began with bloodshed. James II, seeking to reclaim his throne, rallied Catholic forces there. In 1690, I met him on the battlefield at the River Boyne. Victory was mine, a decisive blow that ended James's hopes of restoration. Yet the cost of war weighed heavily on my heart. I understood the divisions it deepened. Personally, my life was marked by loss. My beloved Mary died in 1694, leaving me to rule alone. Her passing brought great sorrow, for she had been not just my queen but my partner in this turbulent age. Without children, I knew our line would end with me. My reign concluded on March 8, 1702, when I succumbed to complications from a riding accident. My legacy would live on, though. I left England a stronger, more stable kingdom, its monarchy tempered by law, its future secured through Parliament. The revolution I led had placed limits on royal authority, paving the way for the modern democracy that would follow. I was William III, a soldier king, a defender of liberty, and a steward of a nation's transition to constitutional rule. Though born a Dutch prince, history remembers me as one of England's pivotal monarchs, a leader who stood against tyranny, both within and without, and who, through war and sacrifice, helped forge a new era for Britain and Europe.